Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Selling with Corey, where we do these sit down chit chat videos. Follow me with my print on demand journey with some random videos in between. And today we are going to be responding to another comment that YouTube wants to be difficult about letting me see and respond to. Uh, so as you all know, my last couple videos, I am getting a lot more comments on my videos. I really appreciate all of the recommendations and the comments that I've been getting, and I have been reading them and replying to ones I can reply and reading at least most of the ones that I can read. YouTube has been having some issues with allowing me to look at comments, and when I go to the video, it says I have a comment, but I don't see the comments, and in my notifications, I can read most of the comments, but it cuts them off at some point, so I can't read all of them. It's the weirdest thing. I don't understand what's going on with it. I don't know if it's just me, but it's an issue apparently I've been having. So here is another video responding to one of your comments since I can't reply through YouTube for whatever reason going on. And I also thought it would make a good video for anybody who is kind of interested in this information. Now, the comment I got was basically asking, because of the fact that I have been working towards creating my own digital designs, and I've done a couple of videos talking about this, the comment was basically asking me which I liked better. Apparently, the person who commented usually uses Canvas in order to create digital designs, whereas I have been obviously using Photoshop, and they were asking me the difference between how I felt between Photoshop and between Canvas, using either or in order to create designs. Now, as a little disclaimer, I haven't really messed with Canvas too much, so I can only speak mostly on the Photoshop side of things. I've messed around with Canvas a little bit, didn't really find it very impressing, and I found it a little bit more difficult trying to figure out, which is part of the reason why I kind of let it go and went the Photoshop way of everything. Photoshop to begin with was a little bit difficult as well, but now that I've been using it for a while, I pretty much have it down pat, and it's really nice because I really have my settings set up the way I like them. So for example, in Photoshop, obviously when you do merch by Amazon, it'll tell you the size that you need to design in, how many pixels you need to use and everything. And I can set up a template in Photoshop to where anytime I open up a new screen or a new project, whatever you want to call it, it automatically comes up with the size that I need to do a t-shirt design in Photoshop, which I absolutely positively love. So like it's preset for me. Obviously, I can go back and change it later on as need be if I wanted to do like a hoodie, or if I wanted to do a zip-up hoodie, or phone cases, or a pop socket, which the pop socket, typically I just go to a website to generate the image to fit onto a pop socket, which I have done before. It's not that hard. It's actually a really nice website. I could always do a video based on that at some point. If you guys are interested, let me know in the comments, and I'll do a video based on pretty much how I do that or what I do to design stuff for Merch by Amazon a little bit more. We'll see. It'll be something brewing that I think about. So basically, when I first open up a project in Photoshop, it automatically comes up with the size that I need for the t-shirts and the pixels that I'm running on and everything. So all I have to do is just start designing. And it's the nice thing is with Photoshop, all of the font through research I've done is royalty free. So I can use any font in Photoshop and it's going to be free for commercial use. It's going to be royalty free. So it's not that big a deal. I can use it and put it on the designs to sell. Don't know what's going on outside. Sounds like somebody is having their lawn mowed or mowing their lawn. So I apologize ahead of time if you hear that in the background of this video, since I have been literally waiting all day in order to film this, and they decide to choose now to do anything. So Canvas, to kind of jump ship a little bit, Canvas is a little bit more complicated. I can't figure out how to make it transparent. I'm sure that it's probably like super easy once you get into it more, but I'm one of those people, like I have patience when it comes to certain things, and I don't have patience when it comes to others. When it comes to trying to figure out how to do a blank document, and I can't find videos on it, everybody's just wanting to show you Canvas is so great, this is how it works. It makes it a little bit harder to try to figure stuff out for me. And the nice thing is with Photoshop, it was a lot easier for me to just figure out to turn the transparency on versus having a colored background. It literally is a click of a button. It's like a drop down box that I select transparency versus it being like RGB color, I think is what it comes up as. So that's literally how easy it is. And I love it. And it's definitely a lot easier in order to like curve your text, make it, and so it's not just like plain text on a shirt. I have figured out how you can curve it. You can curve it whichever way you want. You can adjust it really easily in Printful in Photoshop. So it is really nice. And obviously, I have been downloading my own clip art, and I can go in and adjust the clip art. And the other thing I love about Photoshop is it'll keep that clip art, no matter how big or how small you make it, the same resolution as it is when you download it, which is perfect. Like I said, disclaimer, I haven't messed too much with Canvas because it seemed a little bit too difficult for me and trying to figure it out. And I know there's been a lot of controversy with Canvas on their images and their print, like their font, to see if it is royalty free and if you have to only use certain ones versus all of them. So to keep myself straight and to protect myself and my shops, obviously I have been going the route of doing a lot of research into other things and seeing what fonts I can and can't use, because I don't want to come back, especially with Merch by Amazon, and get too many rejections or too many things taken off, because that could obviously hurt your account, and I try to stay away from that. It's the weirdest thing, especially when it comes to Canvas. I've been kind of going back and forth with trying to use it because obviously they are going to have other clip arts that you can use. I know if you pay for it, I've heard anything on there is free to use if you pay a monthly fee, but I'm not about that life. I've talked about it before. Like, I've put quite a bit of money into starting this business, and I'm not wanting to put any more into it at this point. I'm trying to keep it as minimal as possible. So I'm not about that life of paying for a subscription if I don't have to. Later on down the road, when I actually start making money from it, it would obviously be a different story. But right now, since I'm not making anything, or what I am making is very little, I'm just not about spending money that I'm not really getting back into it at this point. So I do know you can pay a subscription for Canvas and you get more images and you get more fonts, and it's a whole big controversy because you have one person saying that everything is royalty free and it's free for commercial use and it's good to go. But then you watch other videos saying that no, you can't do that. It's not worth it. And I actually went to Photoshop's website and read through their licensing agreement to find out everything. I'm sure Canvas has that as well. But quite honestly, ever since I bought Photoshop and I started looking into Photoshop more because I already had it, I started going more towards the route of using Photoshop versus trying to use anybody else. I mean, even Printful, like when you go through them to design things, don't get me wrong, they have some really cute designs and they have some really cute stuff you can use, but it's just not as complex, and you can't get as creative with it as you can with like Photoshop. And I'm not sure, maybe Canvas is super creative that you can like curve it and you can do whatever you want with it. I just find Photoshop to be a lot better personally. These are obviously all of my personal opinions, and like I said a couple of times in this video, I didn't really mess with Canvas too much because of all the controversy, reading some people saying it's okay, some people saying you can't use it. So if you have the funds, or if you can get Photoshop on sale, because I got Photoshop actually on sale. It was like $20 off at the time. I'm sure with the holidays coming, they might have like a Cyber Monday sale going on, downloading it, or some sort of sale, I would think, at some point going on with Photoshop. I would definitely put in the investment to do Photoshop and then look into getting your own graphic designs that you can put on with it. The downfall with the graphic designs is that obviously it's very, very limited on what you can get because you're limited to what they offer. Unless you can draw, which I can't. Can't draw at all. So, and half the stuff I design, I always ask somebody else to tell me their opinion before I do anything with it anyway. So I do have a little bit of creativity, but I need to have inspiration to get that creativity out. So I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope this answers that comment that I received. I know it's a little bit all over the place, and I got that comment at some point last week, so it's probably a little later. But yeah, I apologize for it being all over the place, but I really hope you found this helpful. I really hope this answers your question about how I feel between the two. Maybe in the future I'll give Canvas more of a try, because obviously they're going to have other graphics that you can use. Maybe I'll give it more of a try. That way I can have a better opinion, and I'll do a better opinion later on down the road with that. Let me know in the comments down below if you'd like to see that. While you're down there, give me a thumbs up if you enjoy this. I really hope this helps somebody at some point. Hit the subscribe button so that you can follow me with my print on demand journey, and I'll see you all later. Bye.